Good afternoon, class. My name is Rashana Jean, and I'm here to answer a burning question. Was the Bahamas GDP negatively affected by COVID-19? Let's find out. What is GDP and how is it measured? GDP is defined as gross domestic product. The GDP is all factors of production, which includes labor, capital, and land. It also includes the net indirect taxes. Once the net indirect taxes are removed from the total, it is recognized as GDP at a cost factor. So what percent of each industry contributes to the Bahamas GDP? Well, according to the Department of Statistics, the GDP of the Bahamas is roughly 5.7 billion, with the tourism industry contributing to 50%. Financial services contribute to almost 20%, and the balance is laid out between retail, light, manufacturing, wholesale trade, fishing, and the agriculture industries. So what was the Bahamas GDP like before COVID-19? Well, the report for 2018 showed a GDP of 12.4 billion nominal dollars and 10.7 in billion real dollars. If compared to the same period in 2017, it reveals an increase of 2.3 in nominal growth and a real growth of 1.6%. As we see on the chart here on my right, it is the real versus nominal dollars for the GDP between the years of 2012 to 2018. So in the year of 2018, the sum of visitors increased by 7.9% to 6.6 million. The numbers showed an improvement from the previous year. Economic activities and the labor market environment improved as well. Employment increased by 3.4% during the 12 months leading up to November 2018. So the trends continued throughout the following year, which was 2019. So now, what was the Bahamas GDP post-COVID-19? Well, according to the Department of the Annual Budget Report, within the first few months of 2020, visitor arrivals declined by 14.7% to almost 1.7 million visitors. The high-valued added air section fell by 28%. It resulted in a decrease for national travel due to the COVID-19 and border closures. Sea arrivals decreased by 10.5% to 1.3 million. Cruise lines suspended all activities due to the ongoing pandemic. So, how did the year continue? Well, the fiscal deficit of the Bahamas increased by 255.9 million leading up to March 2020. The Ministry of Finance revealed that the national debt has increased to 8.24 billion for the fiscal year. The government of the Bahamas debt is currently at 68.4% of the GDP. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the negative effects of COVID-19 on the GDP of the Bahamas is very present. The country has faced a very difficult year economically and socially. The abrupt halt in tourism caused unemployment to rise and the GDP to fall at historic levels. Financial services decline, which accounts for 20% of the Bahamas GDP. The national debt as well in the amount of 8.9 billion, which is 94.7% of the was facilitated in Bahamian dollars. So in conclusion, it's revealed that the Bahamas GDP was negatively affected by COVID-19. The GDP drastically decreased, which compared to the previous years. The major industries that contribute to the Bahamas GDP experienced a decline and face unemployment. Thank you for watching and hope you enjoy the rest of your day.